Hello, everybody. It is Monday, March the 3rd. We're in a brand new month. I hope everybody had a good and probably somewhat windy weekend, but we have some stuff to talk about, a few changes going on right now on the fishing front. I'll be right back to tell you all about it.
When it comes to finding phenomenal seafood, you gotta go insane. That's right, stop into the Insane Seafood Market right there on Highway 64 in Columbia. Luke Midget and his crew work hard out on the water to make sure you have the freshest selection of seafood around. They provide a wide selection of fish, crabs, shrimp, oysters, and clams, just to name a few. Insane Seafood has a hot bar to satisfy that seafood craving right on the spot. Visit them online at insaneseafood.com and like them on social media. Go insane at Insane Seafood Market, Highway 64 in Columbia.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
Well, since the last time I talked to you, one of the things that's happened is some of the quotas are being met in the bluefin tuna fishery offshore finally. It lasted a lot longer than I thought. These are federal quotas, and the giant season, as far as keeping one, is closed both commercially and recreationally now. In fact, the only thing that's open is on the recreational size. You can keep one of those fish under 73 inches. That's probably about a 200-pound tuna. So, and maybe down to 100 to 200-pound bluefin tuna, you can keep one. Now, you can catch and release all of that stuff, but we're going to see the emphasis change now a little bit because there was a few yellowfin tuna caught in the catches last week. The focus will start shifting a little bit. Sometimes it's a little different area, and there may be a few yellowfin to be caught where by the 1st of April, we should be solidly into the spring yellowfin bite. And down in Hatteras, it'll be the same thing like on the bluefins. Guys will be down there catching a few of those under 73 inches, but there'll be more blackfin tuna down that way. And so everything's going to shift. And we are thankful that we've had such a great winter on the bluefin tuna season. Some families have been fed and some dreams have been made with tuna up to 950, 1,000-pound tuna. One fish. So pretty incredible. Now, what else we got going on? In the ocean, while we're still talking about the ocean, let's move into the beach and the surf. Over the weekend, I got reports from Teach's Lair Marina and from Red Drum, from Kara at Red Drum Tackle in Buxton. Both of them reporting a little bit of a puppy drum bite. Not great, but a little bit of a puppy drum bite before the wind just went nuts Saturday afternoon late and all through Saturday night and most of Sunday. But there are a few puppy drum being caught in the surf, and there are also a few sea mullet. Nothing to write home about, but you know what? This is the time of year when the hardcore people are out fishing. These are when the locals get a chance to go fishing these days are. So that's about it. A few puppy drum and a few sea mullet along with a scattered shark, but that's year-round all the time. Small sharks. Now, we're going to take a break. I do have a couple things to talk to you about in the backcountry that are kind of interesting. So stay right where you're at. I'll be right back.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Edward Lee here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet II. She's a modern 60-foot headboat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. We make 3 trips per day out of the world-famous Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or call us today at 252-251-4314. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet II.
All right. So as we're getting through a 30-degree drop in the temperatures yesterday, but it'll warm back up. We're getting closer and closer and closer to a little bit of a warming trend and time to start doing a little bit of gardening, which is my favorite time of the year. But in the Sound, got a really good report towards the end of the week. Last week, a good puppy drum bite in the Sound. Captain Dickie Harris sat in with us. I hope you were able to join us on the Saturday program. He was telling us that we had a really good bite. He was over there fishing with Hyde Guides. That's a charter service. I think they're basically out of Swan Quarter. They had, I think he said 13 or 14 puppy drum, including some that were over the slot. And I heard from a couple other people that were boat fishing and caught a few puppy drums. So there are some puppy drum back in the Sound. Another thing, back over closer to Dare County, there's some rockfish being caught, but the season is closed and the effort is small, but there have been a few days where that rock fishing actually got pretty good over there around Mans Harbor. You're not seeing many boats doing it. Everybody is, focused doing other things right now. We had the Dixie Deer Classic went on Saturday, so a lot of folks are over there in Raleigh for that. But puppy drum, a few ocean rock, and it won't be very long where the Sound will be lighting back up again, and let's just hope we can have as good a season as we had last year. And the final thing on my list is a confirmed report up in Southern Shores. The canal fishing in all the usual places for crappie fishing was good. Find a place you might. The one thing about that, you can usually get in the trees or on a canal bank and get out of this wind, which was substantial this weekend. But the crappie bite was good, both on live minnows and on spinner baits, on the little spinner. So that pretty well wraps us up for the weekend fishing report as we go into this week. Temperatures are going to fluctuate a little bit as far as air temperature and wind, but it's time, if you're looking for prime spring yellowfin tuna fishing days or blackfin tuna fishing days, April 15th to May 15th is what I would call the middle of the spring tuna season. So it is time to start making your reservations and getting your plans in place if you're going to do that. Meanwhile, sharpen your hooks, put some new line on your reels, continue to watch a little fishing on TV, I guess. It's something I cannot do. I can watch hunting on TV, cannot watch fishing on TV. But anyway, you know what we always say, you're not going to catch them sitting in the motel room watching them on TV. So like those hardcore people that went out Friday down to Ocracoke and Hatteras and came up with a few puppy drum, and they were rewarded for their efforts. You do the same and have a blessed day.